Round 17, Monster Energy AMA Supercross, part of the SuperMotocross World Championship, as we welcome you to the SMX Insider post-race show from the capital city as we bring the curtain down. And what a performance. Chase Sexton, up and down throughout the year, but when it came true, he was the man on top, and he claims the 450 title in 2023. As we welcome you inside Rice-Eccles Stadium and the post-race show, the SMX Insider from Salt Lake City, Utah. Todd Harris, James Stewart, and Ricky Carmichael. And wow, not only what a night, James, but what a year throughout the 450 and the 250 classes.
Yeah, this last 4 weeks, I mean, things that went crazy. What Cooper Webb going out, starting at Nashville, and then Eli last weekend. But overall, it's been a great season with SMX, and you know, we crowned the champion with Chase Sexton. It's been unbelievable to watch and be here. I've been excited for him. Excited to keep it going, Ricky.
And RC, you've made a point. He's a worthy champion, Chase Sexton.
Certainly is. I mean, he earned it, and it was rough at the beginning of the season, but he's been the fastest guy on an average. So he's certainly put himself in a great position. He stayed strong at the end, the latter part of the season. That's what you got to do to win these premier class championships.
So that was the 450 story. We're going to start off in the 250, and we had a great showdown, brother versus brother, 250 East-West showdown. We started off with the 250 East heat number 1, guys, and you could tell everyone came out a little bit frisky, wanted to take a win. And Hayden Deegan, this young man has got all kinds of talent in the heat race, came out, got the victory. Then we go over to the 250 West heat, and again, different names than we're used to seeing. Levi Kitching starting to flex up a little bit. And guys, this was before the rain came in, and then it all came down to the 250 East-West showdown. Light it up.
After what we saw in the heat races, I thought that the showdown was going to be someone other than a past champion winning. However, man, these guys, you can never sleep on their skills. But man, once the weather opened up and we got some rain, it changed the complexity of what would happen here.
And really, the first half of the first lap changed the complexity big time for one rider, that being, of course, Hunter Lawrence, as RJ Hampshire took a lead, and it was all on. But Hunter, the damage was done, James. He was just mired in the back.
Yeah, he got a bad jump off the gate, and pretty much his race was ended in the first 10 feet, and he's trying to make his way up through Jordan Smith, and did a good job at coming up, trying to be safe. But yeah, this is what happens when you get a bad start. You get caught up in these positions, but you know, at the end of the day, his brother was up front, right? You know, racing last week's winner with RJ, and then he gave him the business, as we'd like to say, RC.
How about this pass, RC?
That was retribution from East Rutherford a few weeks back, if you remember, when RJ absolutely sent it in there. I don't think he was anticipating the hydroplane like he did. However, yeah, that was payback.
So Jet Lawrence takes the East-West showdown, and his storied career in the 250 comes to a conclusion. He now moves on to the big bikes, the 450. Classy move at the end as RJ Hampshire, Jet Lawrence say, no hard feelings, brother.
Rick James.
Levi Kitchen also joining them on the podium, but what a great performance. What a great show as the TrackWorks crew put it all together. Jet Lawrence, RJ Hampshire, Levi Kitchen, Joe Shimoda, nice bounce back for him at the second half of the season, and Jordan Smith, Hunter Lawrence finishing up in 6th place. Daniel Blair, after the race, speaking with the champion.
Not only the champ, but the winner tonight of the East-West Showdown. Congratulations to Jet Lawrence. Look, you won the championship. You won 4 straight, a lot of race wins. You get the win tonight, but let's talk about the closing of this chapter. Your 250 career is done. And this is it. We're moving to the 450s, no looking back. What's it feel like now in this moment to know how incredible the chapter was, and it's over?
Yeah, the emotions haven't came out quite yet, but I mean, last 250 race and to finish out on top, I mean, it's been awesome. This 250's been unreal to me. It's started who I am today. So I have to give a huge thanks to HRC Honda. Those guys are family to me now. They're not even. It's not even a team. It's one big family. I love every person on that team. They have worked their butts off to get to where we are today, and it's just unreal. I mean, like, it's especially both East-West shootouts have been kind of half mudders. So, but can you say now is all West guys on top 3 is West the best? I mean, I would say so. But no, it's been a great year. Thanks to the fans. You guys have been awesome for my 250 career. So I hope I hear the same cheers once I get up to 450 also. So love you guys. and it's been a great 250 season.
Congratulations, Jet, on the win, the championship, and the closing of an incredible chapter, guys.
Thank you, Daniel, and what a performance by Jet Lawrence. There you see the points in the West Side 223. 6 wins for Jet Lawrence. RJ Hampshire, second place. Levi Kitchen in third. But I'll tell you what, it was a strong performance by Jet Lawrence. He left no doubt about it. On the other side of the East Coast, Hunter Lawrence gets the title, 58 points clear of Hayden Deegan, a name we will probably be hearing a lot more in the near future. Max Anstey finishing in third. After the racing, Jason Wygant catching up with RJ Hampshire.
Okay, here with RJ Hampshire. Look, you got one win this year, but to me, it feels like you had more. It feels like a better season than even that. How did you feel about it overall?
Man, just incredibly proud of everything we've kind of been through, and to have 7 podiums in 1 year, and should have been 8, but heck, I went for a little.
You went for it?
Yeah, I went for a little kill there. Yeah, just goes to show, like, you know, you can change things late in your career, and I've done that. Feel really good on my bike, and just gave myself a chance every weekend, and that's the things that kind of changed. You know, I think I had another shot at it tonight, just kind of lost it a bit in the whoops. I'd say lap 5 or 6, got a little step out, and then just didn't trust it enough to keep hammering like that. And I knew he was faster there and tried to protect it, but hey, he laid it in there pretty good on me.
Now, look, last year you talked about a new motorcycle and how much work it took. We're going into the Pro Motocross Championship. How much better is that bike and your chances then?
Yeah, much better. Like I'm stoked with what we're on right now. I know I can battle for a championship on this, but we also have a bit more coming just within these 2 weeks. So I'm incredibly excited. Like I've said it a couple weeks in a row. Like, look, I'm ready for outdoors. You know, I felt like I've contended more outdoors than what I have Supercross in years past. So if this goes to show anything what outdoors comes like, we're gonna have an awesome season. And then heck, those 3 at the end, like I look forward to those also.
All right, Super Motocross Championship. This guy's in 250s all year, so watch out.
All right, thank you, Jason. Take a look at this as Jet Lawrence, he becomes now the all-time winningest Honda rider in the small bike class with 13, going ahead of Eli Tomac, Jeremy McGrath, and of course his brother Hunter Lawrence, all sitting on 12. And that is quite a list there as you look at the names all the way down, and Chase Sexton on that list as well. So we turn our attention for the outdoor season, and before we say goodbye to her, let's get Will Christian's final thoughts.
Todd, Ricky, James, 17 rounds of Supercross, and there we go. Now we've got to move into the motocross season. This championship keeps on going, and when it comes to the 250s, I think of the guys who've built up a ton of momentum so far in this Supercross season and how that's going to carry over for them. Obviously, Hunter Lawrence is an obvious one there. We know he's an outdoor threat, and now he has that championship. But what about the likes of RJ Hampshire coming off his career best Supercross season? He's always good outdoors, and so if he can keep this mindset going. What about Levi Kitchen? We saw Levi with his first podium last year in motocross and then his first win here in Supercross, and he's up on the podium again today. So these are guys who really now are just kind of catching fire when it's halfway through the SMX season. Add to that Hayden Deegan. I don't think any of us saw coming what did happen here for Supercross, but we know he's also very, very good in motocross. In fact, that's really where most of his training is coming from. And talking to the Star Yamaha team about how ready Hayden Deegan is, they think he's going to be just right off the bat a real threat. So a lot going on, a lot of guys who are going to carry this through, and then a lot of guys as well who we haven't seen in a while. Add to that, say, Justin Cooper, for example, another rider over there at Star. He's going to join the mix as well. So I'm just excited for this SMX season to carry on and to see what these 250 guys here can do with just a week's break when they head outdoors there, and of course the first round in Impala.
All right, thank you very much, Will. You know, Saturday is not the only day for Supercross. Join Ricky Carmichael and Ryan Villapoto as they break down the Super Motocross action each week on Title 24. You can find it on Peacock and the Motorsports on the NBC YouTube channel and wherever you get your podcasts. Also, James Stewart breaks down the action each week on his Bubba's World podcast, gets the fastest man on the planet's unique take on his YouTube channel. On Thursday, join Jason Wygant, Daniel Blair, and Clinton Fowler as the SMX Insiders take a deep dive into the sport you love with a breakdown of the race news of the day and Fowler's facts. Go to supermotocross.com or the SMX Insider Hub on Peacock for that show. Lot to digest there as we take a look back on the 250 season that was an incredible year in 2023.
It's Anaheim 1. First time for the 250s. Drop the gate. 2023 is underway. Jet Lawrence wins A1. And look at how much that means to the teenager.
The gate will drop in Oakland, but McAdoo's not done. Jet Lawrence wins the Oakland Supercross in dominating fashion.
Ready to go racing here in San Diego. Jet Lawrence wins for the first time in San Diego to have the perfect day.
We're gonna drop the gate in Anaheim. Lawrence with the big mistake right there. Hampshire in the perfect position to capitalize. RJ Hampshire kicks the night off with a win. Styles Robertson gets the win in race number 2 of the 250s. Checker flag waves. Jet Lawrence grabs the win in race number 3. Levi Kitchen wins the Anaheim Supercross Triple Crown. And we're underway in Houston. Hunter Lawrence wins round 1 of the 250 East Coast Championship.
The return to Supercross in Tampa. Lawrence into Mosman. Deegan through on the inside. It's not over yet. Oh, they hit. He blocks it. He gets it and wins in Tampa. Oh my goodness. Can you believe what you've just seen?
I'm like, get over the line. What a ride.
Here we go in Arlington. Triple Crown racing tonight. Hunter comes to Arlington and wins race number 1. Hayden Deegan, and talk about these youngsters, 17. Come on. Race 2 goes the way of Jordan Smith. 250 East, race 3 is off. Nate Thrasher. Oh, into the tough blocks. Jeremy Martin gets the checkered flag and wins race 3. Nate Thrasher winning the Arlington Triple Crown.
And we're racing in Daytona. Oh, big crash. Tom the Owl. No, Nate Thrasher. Hunter Lawrence wins his 8th career Supercross.
Stoked on the Indy.
Time to go racing here in Indianapolis.
Oh, Deegan almost runs into the back of his teammate right there. Thrasher gonna give him the business.
Look at that. And it's 4th win on the season for Hunter Lawrence, winning in Indy.
Detroit Supercross 2023. Let's do it. Oh. Oh. Teammates. Oh.
Playing cat and mouse. Oh.
Oh, what?
Wow. That is crazy.
And he gets him. Hunter Lawrence wins the 250 main event in Detroit.
Welcome to Seattle. Here comes Jet Lawrence. And it's Jet Lawrence that reigns supreme in Seattle.
Gate's gonna drop in Glendale. Jet Lawrence wins the Triple Crown.
Oh, we finally left the curse. I'm now officially a Triple Crown guy. I am him now.
Give the victory to Hunter Lawrence in Atlanta.
The images tell the story of the current situation here at MetLife Stadium.
Oh! Look at RJ. He went for it.
Max Anstey has won his first main event. Both the Lawrence boys will be on the podium. It's a Honda sweep.
We're set to go racing in Nashville. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Hunter Lawrence is the 250 East champion.
I can't say I ever dreamed of this as a kid because I didn't know this was possible.
Time to drop the gate here in Denver. First ever heat win for Enzo Lopes. And the checkered flag for RJ Hampshire. Jet Lawrence is the 250 West champion. And there it is.
Your 250 West Supercross champion, Jet Lawrence.
It's the East-West showdown. Goes the way of Jet Lawrence. And what a season it was, especially if your last name is Lawrence. Guys, look at this graphic. It really tells the whole story, James.
Yeah, both boys, they've been dominant all year. And for Jet, his last, to end it off the way he did tonight with his last 250, moving up to 450 to go against his champion teammate for Outdoor Series. I'm looking forward to that, Ricky.
And their whole story, yeah, absolutely going into the Pro Motocross Championship. Their whole story is absolutely incredible. These are great ambassadors for the sport.
Well, we had another title on the line in Salt Lake City, the Futures race, before we got underway here at Rice-Eccles Stadium. And guys, All eyes were on 2 riders, but in the end, it was another rider who walked away with the national title. And what a start. The 2 best out in front.
Beaumer, Bennett going for it. You can see these guys wanted to win so bad. This was certainly a learning lesson.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these guys they're good. I mean, we just saw Hayden Deegan in this a few weeks ago, and then it looks like Daxton comes up the inside, give boy a little business, and then he was afraid, you know, Julian was going to do the return the favor, and he ends up falling over himself. But the track was super slippery, muddy, and these guys definitely learned. And it's kind of like the 450 class. These are the 2 favorites, and then next thing you know, you have another guy up there winning.
Multiple mistakes for Beaumer. Look at this.
Yeah, that was a tough hit. He knocked the ground pretty hard with the side of his head there for sure, but Casey Cochran, look at this.
Casey Cochran, the national champion, as he brings it across. While all the attention was paid to the other 2 riders, Cochran just went about his business and brought home the title, and the #1 plate for the Futures belongs to Casey Cochran. Well, take a look at this, guys. The Supercross Futures. Ricky, you talked about this during the broadcast. How great would it have been if you and James had the same program where you guys were coming up?
Well, I know it would have helped me at least for my first Supercross the next year at Indianapolis in 1997. I went in there, had way too much hype going on with myself, so this is a cool opportunity.
Congratulations to all of them, and of course Casey Cochran winning the national championship in Salt Lake City. We head it back down to Jason Wygant, who's with 2 privateers trying to get it done here in the Supercross world.
Let's talk privateer power first. Alex Ray used to be a main event guy all the time, but now you're saying this is your last Supercross?
Yeah, last Supercross here in the U.S., and you know, it hasn't been, you know, really, I would say, great transition the past 3 years. You know, I would definitely like to end it a different way, but I mean, hey, you know, it's that's life, and then you just move on.
And you said you never expected to be at this level anyway, right?
No, you know, I mean, I was just just some little kid in a super small town in Tennessee. Never thought, you know, that I'd become a professional Supercross racer. And look, man, I've made 60, 70 something main events. You know, I've been top 20 in points. Rode a factory bike. I mean, dude, like I'm just wiping my hands with it and going on about my day.
Okay, but he's going to be back for outdoors, so we'll see him race a few more times. And Grant Harlan, maybe the most improved rider of the season. You made 1 main event last year in the 250 class. You just weren't even making 250 main straight up. You made almost every 450 main. 10th place tonight, 9th place last week.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You have no explanation.
No explanation. I mean, got on the 450, and I just found something.
Yep. And you got hurt in Nashville. Told me you thought you were done. You actually were getting your money back on entry fees, and then you raced these last 2 weeks anyway.
I got it back. Like I got it back.
And you had to re-enter?
I had to re-enter. I called up AMA, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna race, you know, at least try. And best decision I've made so far.
Yes, because are those 2 career best finishes the last 2 weeks?
The last weekend was career best, and then, I mean, this one was pretty dang close, considering I was last, you know, lap 3 or something. So we'll take it.
So no secret. You have no idea. You have no idea how.
I mean, troll training. That's all I got. Troll training.
Okay.
Troll training.
Shout out to Alex Martin, the trainer here.
John Wessling. Can't forget John.
Yes, John Wessling and Alex Martin. Oh, maybe that helps. Coming from about last to 10th here. Alex Ray, we'll see you outdoors, and then maybe hanging out with us as a media guy next year. Grant Harlan, congrats on a great season. Love to see privateers doing well.
Thank you, Jason. We do as well. Let's take a look at the 450 highlights, guys. This is an amazing night for Chase Sexton. James, we talked about it, something he will never forget.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as a kid growing up riding motorcycles, this is what's one of your ultimate dreams, to win a Supercross championship, and Chase was able to get that done tonight. And the way he did it, he goes out on top. Been able to do this whole shot, lead every lap, Ricky.
Yeah, this is pretty much an easy race for Chase Sexton, and that's the way you want to go out on your last race, winning that championship like that, winning. But man, Ken Roxon, just another factory rider going down. He dabs his foot. James, walk us through what happened here.
Yeah, I mean, the track, it rained a little bit earlier, so the track was a little slippery. Ken said he goes around the outside and loses the front end, and it does not take much. The front end washout hits his knee, and that was kind of into that. So Chase Sexton went out the way you want to. Ken, unfortunately for him, this is definitely not the way he was, but he's had a great year. He finished it strong, and you can't be too bummed.
Nice battle between the 7 and the 9. Adam Cianciarulo and Aaron Plesher going at it.
Yeah, AP crashing that camera earlier. We're going to send him a little bill for that. And this camera right here, the AP camera. But it's a good way to finish for him. And then you're looking at Justin Hill go up inside of Adam Cinderella, which woke him up, Ricky.
Yeah, he did. And I tell you what, Justin Hill, each weekend, even before the guys started going down, man, he was getting better and better aboard that Team Tedder, Monster Energy, Mount Motorsports, KTM.
But in the end, it was the 23, Chase Sexton. A lot of people have talked about what he did this season, the ups, the downs, the leads that he threw away. But guys, he was there in the end, and that's what you have to do. You have to be there in that opportunity, that moment. I've quoted Ricky Carmichael throughout this week talking about it. He put himself in a position to make this happen, RC.
Yeah, you got to be there. And this guy worked hard, very deserving of this championship. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing sweeter than doing something for the first time, especially when it comes to a 450 AMA Supercross champion.
So the final results look like this. Chase Sexton, Aaron Plessinger, and Justin Hill. I'll tell you what, it was an impressive performance throughout the season, and tonight, despite a very slippery track, Chase Sexton came out, did exactly what he needed to do, and I think everyone here at Rice-Eccles Stadium appreciated the workmanship of Chase Sexton. He is a worthy champion in 2023. The rest of the field coming through on a tough night. Rain came through early, and then the crew did a great job of getting it set. But again, we tip our hat to Chase Sexton, who wins it all in 2023.
Chase Sexton, your 450 main event winner.
Great ride. Love the comeback from Chase Sexton. Absolutely love it.
Fastest in qualifying, wins the heat race, stays in it late.
You know what? You got to be in it to win it. And things happen. We know that. And what a ride. You got to give him credit.
Chase Sexton wins in Denver.
Introducing your newly crowned 2023 Monster Energy Supercross champion, Chase Sexton.
And AMA Director of Racing, Mike Pelletier, joins us now to present the #1 plate to your Monster Energy Supercross 450 champion, Chase Sexton. Mike.
Thanks, Will. Congratulations, Chase, to you and your team on an amazing season. On behalf of the American Motorcyclists Association, it gives me great pleasure to present you with the 2023 Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship 450 #1 plate. Congratulations.
Chase, congratulations. We've spoken a lot. I know there's been moments through this season where it would have been very easy for you to lose focus here, lose belief, and now you're standing here with a premier championship. You're a 450 champion, Chase. You said it hadn't sunk in before tonight. Is it sunk in now?
Oh, man, I don't even know. I worked my whole life for this exact moment since I was 4 years old. My dad and I traveled across the world to go to races, and oh man, it pays off. This season's been up and down, but they have 17 races for a reason, and you gotta stay strong. And man, I'm so proud of how I bounced back this year. That main event goes to show that I can ride this whole race, and man, I made strides this year, and it's paid off. I'm so happy, and hasn't really sunk in yet, but man, the people in my corner, they deserve this one. My whole team. We put in so much hard work behind the scenes, and I'm so dang thankful for this one. This one means a lot.
Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to the whole team, Chase. You can now get your Monster Energy Supercross 450 trophy.
That's what it's all about, hoisting that AMA Supercross Championship trophy up.
Big old gold thing on there. Looks like a Flavor Flav clock out there.
450 season points look like this. Chase Sexton, a late surge and an Eli Tomac injury, and everything just came together for Chase Sexton. 372 points, 33 clear of Eli Cooper Webb, finishing on the podium in third, with Ken Roxon suffering an injury here in Salt Lake City. Hope he gets be able to bounce back quickly. But Ken Roxon finishing fourth. Justin Barsha also injured. Jason Anderson injured. So it was a tough year for a lot of great champions indeed, as Chase Sexton lifts the trophy as the 2023 champion. And we check in one more time with Jason Whiteman.
Well, how about this? The Hill brothers. First of all, Justin Hill on the podium for the first time tonight. But Josh Hill, you got sixth, 3-6. You were 4-7 last week. Unbelievable season. Give me the play-by-play of how you put this all together for you and your little bro.
Well, you know, I think it's just a cool thing. I mean, the Team Tatters deal came together. I mean, last year they called me, the year before, coming in at 22, Benny Bloss got hurt. I just got done stuffing myself for Christmas dinner, and they called me and said they needed a guy, so I just drove down and raced. And we had a great time until I had a little injury. I broke my pelvis, and yeah, they decided to hit me up again, and he wanted me to do all the rounds, and I told him I didn't want to do all the rounds. There's no way. I was like, but maybe call my brother. Maybe he can be your guy. Okay. And Justin is just hanging out in Wyoming. He's like, yeah, that sounds kind of cool. So, I mean, it's just awesome the way it worked out. I told him his best days are still ahead of him if he wants them to be. He's still healthy. He's still ultra talented, and he proved that tonight.
You know, we hear a lot when a rider steps away and they realize, that was actually kind of fun. They're more motivated. So do you think he's even more motivated than he was before he took his time off?
I think so. I mean, now, I think he needed that time off. He started a family, and some things went sideways in his, with him and his team, and just it didn't work out right. And sometimes you got to take a step back and clear your head. And luckily, he's young enough and still talented enough to go out there and show he still has it. So not everybody gets that opportunity. That's true.
And by the way, you said you didn't want to do all the races. You did, and you got better in every round. 6th place is not bad.
Not too bad, man. I mean, it's cool. I wanted to get a top 10 or a couple of top 10s this year, and I did that when the field was steel stacked back in Detroit. Yep. But, 6th place is good. I really wanted to get Dino, but Dino was taking some big risks, doing some tripling onto the tabletop and all that stuff in the ruts, and I just didn't have it for him, so 6th place.
3-6 for the Hill brothers, not bad. Good job. Maybe we'll see you back next year.
I hope so. That'd be great. Cool.
And the race within the race, the manufacturer's points, and Honda, wow, it was all about red in the 450 and the 250s on the East and the West Coast as they get a clean sweep, as they are 71 points clear of Yamaha, KTM in 3rd, then Kawasaki, Gas, Suzuki, and Husqvarna rounding out the 7 manufacturers. As we check in one more time with Daniel Blair.
Manufacturer Cup wins it again. Lars Lindstrom, you had a great season, winning all these championships, but when you add it all together, you win the Manufacturer Cup. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's the 3rd year we've done that, and it really shows the strength of the brand in the 250 class, 450 class. I think we have a great production motorcycle, and it's just an unbelievable year for us.
Are you sweating, or what is that all over your face?
It's the same thing you got on you. It's a little bit of that champagne. We got it.
We got the bath. Hey, congratulations again on a great year, and can we carry it into the outdoor series?
That's the plan. Yeah, definitely. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be exciting, and yeah, just unreal.
Congratulations, Lars.
Thank you.
So the celebration continues for Team Honda HRC. Chase Sexton getting it done. He is the champion in 2023, and what a season it has been as we take a look back at some of the most memorable moments of this year.
It's the beginning of a new era, and it's time to drop the gate here at A1. Marches down. The Honda man on the inside. Is he there? Yes, he is. Down goes Stewart. Oh, he's down. Oh, and then a chance dropped it. Inside for the lead, and he gets it. Tomac wins A1.
First A1. Thank you.
The gate will drop in Oakland for the 450 main event. Oh no! He's down. There's Tomac.
Hold on, he's up track.
Got him with some authority. Cooper Webb to 2nd.
Eli Tomac grabs the win in Oakland by less than a second.
Ready to go for the 450 main in San Diego.
There it goes.
For the lead, Cooper Webb gets it. Eli Tomac, back-to-back wins to start 2023.
Triple Crown from Anaheim, here we go. Webb cuts over, little bit of contact.
Oh, he goes
Sexton's down. Ken Roxon cuts back underneath, but Aaron Plessinger now goes down. The crowd goes crazy. Tomac's wide open. Roxon checks up and blocks him again. What a race. Anderson wins race 2 of the 450s. Oh! Eli Tomac's down. Oh, and Chase Sexton wins the Anaheim Supercross and the first Triple Crown of 2023. Woo! Right here, gate is down, 450 racing in Houston. He fights off Chase Sexton, wins the Houston Supercross 2023.
The return to Supercross in Tampa. Let's go.
Oh, no.
Look out, hold on. Sexton is down. Cooper Webb wins Tampa. Back in the winner's circle.
450 race 1 is off the line.
Look at that.
Barsha shuts the door. Cooper Webb with all the answers in Arlington.
Gate will drop in Daytona. It's the 450 main event. And Eli Tomac does it. Wins the Daytona Supercross for the 7th time.
Eli Tomac, you are the 3rd winningest rider in AMA Monster Energy Supercross history.
Woo! It's time to bring the action in the Circle City.
What a move by Sexton. He closes the door.
Barsha and Webb, they collide. The crowd are cheering for Roczen.
This place is going absolutely nuts.
Roczen is back in the winner's circle. What a show these two guys have put on.
This is the OG punk rock style from back in the day, and that's why it happened tonight.
The gate is going to drop in Detroit, and the 450 main event is underway. Aaron Plessinger takes the lead from Adam Cincerello. Oh,
no!
Aaron Plessinger is down. The celebration from Sexton, the heartbreak from Aaron Plessinger.
That one hurts. That one hurts a lot.
Here we go from the Emerald City. And we got riders down.
Oh.
And it's Sexton. The win goes to Eli Tomac.
50 Supercross wins, tied for 2nd of all time.
Since 450 race 1 from Glendale. Oh, hit him.
Oh.
Anderson. Jay Sexton stalls it. Tomac's by. Eli Tomac wins the Triple Crown in Glendale.
The 2nd most winning Supercross racer of all time. And now you leave Glendale here with that red plate.
We are off and racing in Atlanta. Oh no! AC gets bucked off. Chase Sexton gets the win at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
We have been racing against the threatening weather, and the crowd here inside MetLife Stadium have been asked to take shelter. Ready to go racing in the mud here in New Jersey. Really bad weather, the lightning, the thunder, the rain, but now they're loving. Justin Barsha bringing it home. It's another new winner on the season. Bam Bam is back. Justin Barsha wins New Jersey.
Tennessee's Nissan Stadium. Here we go. Cooper Webb goes down, and he gets clipped. Anderson goes over the bars. Barsha went down and went down hard. Number 23, take a bow in Nashville. You are the champion.
Let's do it. Listen to the crowd. Will the champ, Eli Tomac, get it done again here at home? Something big has happened to Tomac.
He's holding his leg out.
We ruptured the Achilles tendon, and it's going to put us out for the rest of this season.
It is over for Eli Tomac. Kickstart Kenny from last to 2nd. Here he is, he's on his way home. Chase Sexton wins in Denver. And he has no idea.
Definitely a lot of mixed emotions right now.
450 Maine from the capital city. It will be Chase Sexton taking the 450 title. So what a season in 2023, and congratulations to Chase Sexton. He wins the 450 class. 250 West goes the way of Jet Lawrence with his 6 wins, and Hunter Lawrence takes 250 East, 7 wins. Wow, so a lot to digest here. RC, I'll start with you. Your impressions of the season and what it was in all classes.
Yeah, it was a roller coaster for sure, especially that 450 class. These last 3 weeks have been a whirlwind, something I've never seen. However, the best guy wins at the end of the day.
And James, what did you think?
I mean, ever since the lightning delay in New Jersey, things just gotten crazy. And yeah, I'm looking forward to watching Jet. He finished his career off in a 250 class, moving up, going against his teammate, which is the reigning 450 champion, and seeing Hunter see if he can continue the success as he has this year. So we get to go outside. JS gets his tan, and this boy's gonna get playing, having some fun.
Take a look at the 2023 Pro Motocross Championship, streamed live on PeacockTV.com. All starts off on the 27th as we head to Pala at the Fox Raceway, and then it'll wrap up, of course, at the end of August for Ironman. You've got Budds Creek in there, all the classics, Ricky. July 22nd, you're going to Washougal, Southwick on the 8th. It's going to be great.
I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot to look forward to. Like Chase Sexton, and Jet Lawrence squaring off in that 450. That's going to be a lot of fun. Then you go look at the 250. There's a lot of guys coming back into the series. Justin Cooper, I think he's going to do good. He's been riding outdoor motocross for a long time now, preparing, getting ready. So a lot of good racing ahead of us here, just a short amount of time.
What do you think is going to be the biggest turning point as we get ready for the playoffs? The first time we've had playoffs that'll come up in September.
Well, I mean, if it's anything like this Supercross, I do not know. I don't know. I thought I had a grasp on who I thought was going to win a championship, but 3 weeks, we were all a little wrong on that one. But I'm just excited to get outside. I'll be there calling it alongside this guy at a few races. Yep. And, yeah, I think it's going to be great for all of us as fans to continue this going on until the playoffs, where we'll crown the champion.
Yeah, Jason Wygant will be on the call for those outdoors. And guys, it has been an absolute pleasure. What a ride it has been all season long. Congratulations once again to Chase Sexton. Of course, the Lawrence brothers, Jet and Hunter, get it done in the 250 class. And now we turn our attention to the outdoors. For Daniel Blair, Jason Wygant, Lee Diffie, Will Christian, Ricky Carmichael, and James Stewart, I'm Todd Harris saying so long for now. We will see you for the outdoor season, but it's Chase Sexton that reigns supreme in Supercross 2023.